Take your seats and let's start. We've got lots of people joining us online, so we have our registrations have doubled since last week. So we also have to remember that if we are not on time, some of the people online will be waiting for us to join. So let's start. It's a real pleasure to welcome you all here in this amazing building that's hosted by Infobip. You'll hear a lovely welcome from Infobip in a minute, and also in this fantastic gathering of state-of-the-art research of all the people working on the projects LUMEN and GRAPHIA. So some huge ambitions in these projects, also some fantastic progress that has happened already after the first 9 months of the project, which actually is pretty exceptional compared to some other projects I've been on. So it's been very impressive so far, but I think what we can achieve in 3 days in this really dense program of workshops is going to be phenomenal. So I really look forward to it. And we have some special guests and also some special sessions, and also some that are run by our host. So I will not keep you any longer. I would like to welcome Monika Ivanović from Infobip to give you a welcome and to tell you very briefly some of the housekeeping things, but also she will be introducing the organization in greater detail on Friday morning, and you really need to see the amazing success story that they are. So I'll pass the mic over to Monika. Welcome, Monika.
Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. My name is Monika, as Michaela said. I'm an engineering program manager here at Infobip. I work at a department which we call Research Alliances. Basically, it means building innovation with a lot of different diverse communities. So thank you very much for being here today, both in person and online. I know this wasn't easy to set up, so thank you also to Michaela and Andrew. It's really exciting to have you all here, both in person and online. I won't be talking about Infobip today. As Michaela said, we'll have more time on Friday. Well, we will definitely tell you a little bit more about what it is that we do. Our CTO will be here. We will do a tour of the campus, so you will have the opportunity to see absolutely everything, ask absolutely everything. And also we will have a very interesting workshop done by our engineering team regarding AI chatbots. As far as I know, some of you are very interested in this topic. Again, just a couple of important information. So we will be your hosts for the next 3 days, obviously. Everything will be happening here on the 4th floor. So this is our conference room. All 3 days will be held here. Right outside, on the left, you will find our cafeteria where we will serve the coffee break and the lunch. So it's a minute walk from here. We have a lovely garden, if you can believe it, here on the 4th floor on the rooftop. So please feel free to use it. We hope that by Friday we'll have a little bit more sun than today. Nevertheless, I think it's really nice that we can take a stroll outside and kind of get some air once we have a break. In terms of other things, this is a hybrid event. So please be mindful that every time we speak in the room, we will be using microphones so that people who are online have a really clear sound. There is a whole video production, so everything will be recorded for the 3 days that we are here. You will be able to get all the recordings and, of course, people online as well. In terms of some other things, we also have a lot of lounge spaces across the campus. You are free to use them in case you have to have a call, do some email work, some private things. Of course, we are here to support you. There is also a room booked on the 3rd floor if you need it for maybe private calls or something you need to do. Let us know. Finally, I would like to thank Josipa and Emmanuel and a lot of people in Infobip for making this work. We have a great team. And again, thank you all for joining us today. And I hope that your workshops and work here will be very productive. Thank you.
Thank you, Monika. And just to briefly introduce our 2 amazing projects. So do I see In the room, I was over there. Okay. So Sai Holsinger and Julien Homo, they are going to introduce us the projects LUMEN and GRAPHIA. Please come along.
So, hi everyone. It's a real pleasure to see you here during these 3 days here in Zagreb. So, Suzanne is not here this morning, but I will try to be her backup for now in order to introduce Lumen, but also the purpose and the structure of these 3 days. So, very quickly, the first innovation prototype lab is not about presentation, but it's about building together project, discipline, and use cases. It's about making innovation tangible. This is the main topic of this first IPL together. Across Lumen, GRAPHIA, and the wider partners, it's about co-creating tools, methods, framework together. And during these 3 days, we will have a chance to explore together 3 main topics. I mean, human in the loop today, with governance, ethics, and co-creation. Tomorrow, we will work on prototyping tools for knowledge exploration. And then Friday, it will be dedicated to exploitation and sustainability. So today, we will have some very interesting topics about joint mapping between GRAPHIA and Lumen. We will also work together around a collaborative governance discussion through a different kind of model we can use through the different projects, especially for women. Also, we will have a critical reflection on co-creation practices and on-zone workshop on knowledge graph exploration and human AI interaction. But just to briefly introduce Lumen, as a reminder, the main purpose of Lumen is we want to change the way research communities find and reuse knowledge. That's why this project offers tools that make research output fair from the start, platforms that each community can customize, and a shared semantic infrastructure to help link knowledge across disciplines. This is the main objective of the Lumen project. And all of this is built to grow step by step in line with EOSC, with the EOS Federation. So the Lumen project is really related to this federation and its ecosystem without losing any coherence between the communities. But I really won't spoil the content of each workshop. And now I will let Sai introduce the GRAPHIA project. Thank you.
Right. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sai Holsinger. I'm the CTO at the Operis Research Infrastructure for Social Sciences and Humanities. I think the last time we were together really was at the kickoff meeting in Brussels. So where we got to meet each other and get an overview of the project and stuff. But I see a lot of new faces. So I think that's kind of like one of the opportunities that these events tend to present themselves is that we spend so much time online and in Zoom meetings and things like that, but making the effort to come face to face to do something practical. So just as Julian said, it's not going to be basically a death by PowerPoint for 3 days straight, but this is basically designed to do practical work, working together. So I think after the 9 months of the project to do this kind of checkpoint and do real work. So I'm quite excited about these 3 days. So just to add a little bit about GRAPHIA, so we're not going to, present the whole project in detail, but we have a number of different key exploitable results. So around the knowledge graph. So it's going to be one of the main outputs of GRAPHIA is to build up a knowledge graph for social sciences and humanities. But then, of course, that's not enough. We're going to build things around it to make it, let's say even more usable and beneficial in real world day-to-day activities. So this is things like introducing AI modules, citation index, but we have basically a number of different use cases and pilots where people will actually be working and integrating directly with the knowledge graph itself. So this should make it improvable again in the real world. So I'm quite excited about what GRAPHIA's potential is and what we can produce, but this only is everybody kind of coming together and each playing their own role in making this happen. So I think this event offers that kind of opportunity. But lastly, I just want to thank Infobip for the hospitality and the accommodation in making this happen, because without Infobip, this would have not been possible. So with that, I'm not going to bore you anymore, and hopefully now we can kind of get to work. So anyway, thank you to everybody once again for making the effort to come here physically, and I hope the people online will be able to, consume the content and contribute as well. So not just in listening mode, but in active participation. So once again, thank you very much, and I look forward to these next 3 days.